Is it supposed to rain today in Milford, Pennsylvania?
No, it's not forecast to rain today in Milford, Connecticut.
Is it supposed to rain today in Milford, Pennsylvania?
No, it's not forecast to rain in Milford, Connecticut today.
I don't...
It'll be mostly sunny with a forecasted high.
Well, unfortunately, my phone doesn't understand where I live. Yesterday, I checked the weather. Wasn't supposed to rain. Right now, it's raining. Yesterday, wasn't supposed to rain, but it rained. Anyway, I'm working in my garage today, so you know what that means for lighting. There isn't going to be much of any. Let's see. Here we are, in the garage. So this is the best I can do. I adjusted the lighting a little bit here. I think it's pretty good, but I mean, for the car itself, I mean, under the hood, it's not going to work too well. Probably would help if I unlock the door. This is a very, very small project that I'm doing. So I had mentioned a little while ago polishing the intake piping for my intercooler in a couple of, I don't know, 2 videos ago that I had made. And I was asking if I should polish the piping or if I should wrinkle coat it a different color, not the same red that I did before, but I was going to wrinkle coat it in a charcoal gray. But this stuff was $6 and I got a buffing pad. There's like a little bit for the drill that you'll get. It's with all the same stuff. I got it at Walmart. So it's with all the same stuff and it's like a polishing bit. So you put it on a drill, any regular house drill. It's like kind of like it's like a rough foam. It does a good job at polishing up the material. But it was $25, so I'm trying not to spend that on a piece of foam. Said I spent $6 on this piece of foam. So I'm gonna see if I can get it done with this and see if I can brighten that stuff up. So let me set up this tripod and get a light under the hood so that we can see. This car is way too close to the front of the garage here, so let me try to move it. Imagine it just started rolling and then it kept going and then it crashed and it ruined my car and then I didn't have money to pay for it. Imagine that. That'd be cool. This is what I'm going to be doing, all this piping back in here. It is a little dirty. It never, even when I got it, it wasn't even that shiny. Okay, so before I do anything, I just got to kind of wipe this down because it is a little dusty, it's a little dirty. That's what the product suggests anyway. I'm just going to use some Windex. It's just alcohol-based. It's a degreaser. Okay, so instead of Windex, I found my bottle of soap and water here. So I'm just going to use that on these pipes. And I got a microfiber rag here. Let me try to move this light a little bit because I'm casting a huge shadow on everything. Let's do some of this. Now when I clean out this engine bay, I'll probably take the piping out, and then maybe at that point I'll probably do the underside if I haven't decided to wrinkle coat it. So I'm just going to do this small area first. I put the tape there so that I can have some sort of comparison. Now this says once you buff, it's going to bring up a black residue. It says to buff that in all directions. Just says to use very small amounts. So I'm just going to put a little bit on this cloth right here, and I'm going to see how this works. So it's turning black like it says. Hard rubbing is not necessary. Work black residue in all directions, adding small amounts of polish as needed. It says to use sparingly, so I'm not going to use too much of it. And then it just says buff off with microfiber towel. Alright, I mean that tape line is clearly distinguishable. This stuff is definitely doing a really good job. I'm having a hard time actually right where the tape was, but this part of the pipe here is like a mirror. So it's working really, really well. I think it's just because the pads are getting used up so fast because the chrome is so dirty. I mean, look at this. It's already dark black. I'm going to keep working on this and see if I can get something better. So here's this. I'm going to do this little angle pipe right here, and then I'll turn the camera on and show you after. It's very, very dirty. I just did this little angle pipe here. It's pretty shiny as opposed to the pipe to the right of it. And even there, look, you can see that tape line from before much better at this angle. Alright, well, that's that. These are looking much better than they were. You can actually see a reflection in the pipe. Before it was just, I mean, I don't know, it was just dirty, watermarks, scratches everywhere. This stuff was so dirty before. Now it's super sunny, which I'm not going to complain, but it was raining an hour ago. Cloudy, rain. So I also use this stuff on my exhaust tip and the muffler. It cleaned my muffler and the exhaust tip like you wouldn't believe. Here's the other one. I didn't touch this one. Let me just, let me just do it, and then I'll turn the camera back on. That took me a minute. Maybe took me a minute. It brought the color back. It brought the shine back. I mean, out of all the videos I've seen of people using cleaning products and stuff for their cars, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I've never gotten the results that I've seen on the internet. Very similar, I mean, a lot of the products I've used I'm not unhappy with. They still work very well, but this stuff came out exactly how I saw it. I mean, I'm not sponsored by anybody, but this stuff, I mean, if you're doing any chrome work or metal work on your car, I would highly recommend. I just used a buffing pad that you use by hand, and it was super simple and super fast. But again, I'm gonna ask the same question that I had asked before. That piping under the hood, I don't know if I want to leave it chrome, which now it looks super nice now that it's clean, or if I should still do the charcoal wrinkle coat on it. I mean, in the right light, I think it would look really nice. Either way, the chrome is really, really nice. I mean, the product is excellent. I absolutely have nothing bad to say about it. Highly recommend the product. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you next week.